All right. So, EZ Karma Control. EZ stands for Ezreal here. Elusive, so it can only be blocked by other elusive units, which makes its Nexus strike a lot more likely to happen. So when Ezreal strikes the opposing Nexus, it creates a fleeting Mystic shot, so deal 2 to anything for 2 resources. Fleeting means you have to use it that turn. The level up condition on Ezreal here is you've targeted enemies 8+ times. Notably, this does not say Ezreal has seen you target enemies, so this happens even while it's in your deck or in your hand. You're working towards leveling up Ezreal. Nexus strike here on this, create a fleeting Nexus, a fleeting Mystic shot still. When you cast a spell, deal 2 damage to the enemy Nexus. So this is a controlling card that's also an evasive threat that helps you close out the game eventually. Our other champion we are playing in this deck is Karma, obviously, for Karma Control. Creates a random spell from our regions at the end of our turn. Levels up when we are enlightened or have full 10 mana. And then Karma here says when she's leveled up, when you cast a spell, cast it again on the same targets. Hey, thanks, Sirlanic. I appreciate it. The rest of this deck has a variety of interactive elements between Will of Iona, Static Shock, Gotcha, Deny, things like Concussive Palm, Get Excited as removal, Eye of the Dragon to kind of stabilize boards early against the aggressive decks. 3 copies of just actual factual Mystic Shot. The rummages are interesting here. I suppose the fact that we have fleeting cards kind of lets you cash this in for some value potentially. So we'll see how that goes. Let's pop on into some games with this and see how it goes. One Psycho Squirrel, thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Opponent is playing a mid-range deck here. Looks like the Twisted Swain deck, something similar to what we played this morning. 1-drop burst spells are nice since it lets you kill the opponent in the late game once you've got the Arena Champions on the board. That makes sense. Makes sense. When Karma flips, you discard 2, draw 4. Oh, that's neat. I'm going to keep the Deny and the Static Shock here. How does deck building work in this game? So there are currently 6 regions in this game. And you can pick any 2 regions to include cards from in your deck. And you can have up to 3 copies of any individual card. And you can only have 6 total champions in your deck. And the champion restriction actually goes a long way towards making the game affordable, because champions are the most expensive card type in this game, which means the $3 champions, you can only have at most 6 of them in a given deck. And this means even the most expensive competitive decks tend to be about $30, with most of them being somewhere in the 20 to 25 range. Oh, I could have hooked this, right? The reason why I didn't attack and hook this is because I was talking about things and I'm dumb. Just for reference there.
Ready yourself.
Does that mean 6 champion cards total in the deck or 18? No, 6 total cards, $18, because champions cost $3 to buy outright. The most expensive deck possible is slightly below $60. It requires 6 champions and 34 epics. Sure. But realistically, you're not playing that many.
I thought you'd never ask.
Deal me in.
dead in their tracks.
I'm gonna go ahead and just beam the TF here. I don't look at decks while I'm streaming. You can find all of the Runeterra content that I've made on my website and my YouTube channel. Find a playlist in both of those places. Just gonna go ahead and stun this here, rather than let it smack me. I think comparing champions to mythics makes sense. It's just the entire economy in this game is more friendly than the entire economy in Magic Arena. Magic Arena is cheaper than paper Magic is true, but Magic Arena economies, just like Hearthstone's economy, is incredibly predatory, right? Not knowing what it actually costs to build things is a big deal. Huh? Kinda want to deny that. And then this gives me this, and then I can Mystic Shot the Swain, and then I can get excited plus Mystic Shot Swain next turn. Sweet. We can just double Mystic Shot this now. I just started this one, Nivik. Yeah, maybe attacking with the 3-2 was fine. Okay, I think you're right that it would have been okay if they blocked my 3-2, and that attacking with it was worthwhile. Agree with that assessment. Let me go to 17 here, use my health total as a bit of resource. I think we're going to open on attacks next turn.
Watch and learn. No way.
What do we think of getting Karma down here?
Keep up, keep up.
Wow, that's a really neat one. Artwork is adorable too.
Ionia speaks through me.
Getting some spells with Rummage sounds good. Whew! Is that a good random one, chat? Is that a good random one?
Reconsider. within. I'm so good, I surprise myself. Don't blink, or you'll miss me. Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
What's up, bud? Need help with the switch? Okay, I'll come out when I'm done with my game, bud. So... Oh, I can just do whatever I want here. Oh, that's hilarious.
Knowledge springs from many sources.
This was great. This was quite excellent. we were wondering why the rummage was in our deck. We were wondering why the rummage was in our deck, and now we know. Alright. Well, that was... I always like when we get to do the thing right off the bat, chat. That was quite the... That's why rummage is in the deck. Got it? I understand. Alright, I'm gonna help Jake with a Minecraft level really quick. When I get back, we're gonna play a bunch more of this. One moment. Someday I will remember to hit pause on the recording so people on YouTube don't have to fast forward. Thank you people who are live for sticking out. Apologies. See if we can accomplish the thing for a second time. Almost certainly don't need health potion against Ash Shujani. Don't really want Jury Rig to start. Both Assassin and Will probably fine. You click pause, you'll forget to unpause it. Yeah, probably. Strong possibility. Maybe I'm supposed to just bank spell mana there rather than playing this out.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
Yeah, probably.
The dragon remembers.
Ready the torches.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
Creates a feeling of helplessness at later stages of the game. I think things that create a feeling of helplessness at later stages of the game are fine and even borderline good game design because games need to end. And like, if having two champions in play, one of which requires 10 mana to flip, and the other one which requires setup, like, you have a chance to kill their things before they get there. Like, games shouldn't just last forever.
One shot.
Open on an attack here, because we might deny something. Correct, yeah. A feeling of helplessness, 10 turns in is fine, 3 turns in is not. I think I agree with that.
Firing.
I mean, like, is this deck tier 1? Like, do you have a... are these decks have really high power level that you think it's worth redesigning them? Yeah. It's tier 1 in a tournament meta. Alright, I'm gonna call on that, because that sounds like some nonsense. What regular tournaments are happening that you think you have enough statistical data to talk about a tournament meta? Call? I haven't been paying super close attention, but like... that sounds like some TCG player nonsense. There is a tournament every week. What size is it? How big is it? What's your sample size look like? Cause like the win rates on about 200 people. Sure, okay, that's okay. So like 200 people, how long has it been since the last balance patch, right? Is my next question then. Because like if they're putting out balance patches every month, like 4 200 player tournaments isn't really statistically significant.
The trap is set.
Yeah, and again, I'm not saying it's too good or too bad with any certainty. I'm just challenging the idea that you feel you have certainty to know based off of what you've told me. I am not trying to make a power level claim. You are the one trying to make a power level claim. I'm just trying to say, hey, you should probably wait and see. It doesn't sound like you have enough information based on what you're describing. From a Magic player standpoint, when does non-active player get priority for doing things? When the active player passes? You like open attack? I mean, they don't have elusives, right? So I could play a Shadow Assassin here and get hit in with that as well. That's worse against holding up Deny, though. So open is probably fine.
Behind you, a Yeti!
Yetis? There's no such thing.
Other lukewarm take. Good players don't necessarily guaranteed bring good decks to tournaments. Especially when, you're talking about streamers. Are these tournaments offering life-changing amounts of money? Because if the tournament's not offering life-changing amounts of money, generally speaking, players are going to play things they find fun more than anything. Because people play games for fun. Which I know is a novel concept to a lot of tryhards in card games, but predominantly people play games for fun. And even a couple $100 isn't that much money to most people. Especially when you factor in the amount of time they've put into these things and the amount of time tournaments take to play.
Sure.
Remember me.
Picking up the other Mystic Shot there was great, because it gives us a second spell to play out with this, which is lovely. Ezreal's at 5 of 8 here, which is nice. Hey, get excited, sweet. Format's best of 3 conquest, where you can only play each region once, so popular setup right now. Sure, so if there's region restrictions, it could even be that it's just the best option from among the things you haven't eliminated for yourself as well, right? I mean, my point is, after playing some games, I'm not going to have an opinion this deck probably needs to be banned. Anybody that gives you an opinion like that's either an idiot or they're trying to sell you something. That's not exclusive to, games like this. Do I want to get Karma set up? I feel like I want to just keep holding up Deny and Will here. Gotcha's a good pickup. And again, I think the thing you really need to focus on with the words that I'm trying to say here is I'm trying to explicitly highlight the fact that I'm not saying this deck is too good or too bad. I'm just saying I would be surprised if, based on what people are describing to me, there's enough information available to say it's too good. Super rewarded for holding the gotcha here. Get out of here.
I'm through waiting.
You gotta believe me!
It's too late for you.
Need to block with some of our elusives here. Games like this that have more information available in them, it's a little bit less obnoxious than Magic players where It's a little bit less obnoxious because there's more data available, but in general, people, in my experience, like to make too strong of conclusions with too little information. It takes a lot of effort to get better information, and it's easier to just offer a hot take. Yeah, we're gonna get Karma out with Deny Up this turn.
Gotcha. Where there is life, there is hope.
Yeah, people in chat are suggesting that this deck is too good and probably needs a rework, to which I was saying that sounds like some nonsense.
Bow to no one.
Here's a question, because I don't know that I understand this. Why does this ability not use the stack, but some other play abilities use the stack? Why can I deny some things when they come into play, but not others? Does anybody know from a mechanics perspective? Play uses the stack. Well, that's not true. You mean the opposite? There's a symbol next to the ability if it has a yellow dot. Are there any cards in play where I can look at that? Oh, it'll have this circle. Okay. Weird. And they just like, is it kind of arbitrary which ones have the circle and which ones not? Or is there some kind of consistency?
Gotta believe me.
You cannot escape.
I'm not holding up Deny, but they only have one card in hand right now, so hopefully this works out for us. Maybe this is wrong, because Karma's my last tool. It might be right to just jump block here and hold up the Deny to protect my Karma.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Pick a card in hand, shuffle 4 copies of it into your deck. Well, that doesn't seem very good. Alright, I guess we'll open on attacks with this. Get my 2 life back. Shuffle 8 Wills. I mean, that doesn't seem very good for actually ending the game, though. It tilts them into concession.
We fight for one Freljord.
Am I supposed to get excited here? So I have a 2-1 next turn? Probably not. I think I need to kill that. don't know, like, people saying I shouldn't have flipped Ezreal early, like, the Ezreal wouldn't have flipped until much later if I hadn't played him out. Like, the entire game's just different. I feel like saying you should never flip it out is, like, super reductionist. Generally speaking, always do this, never do this. If a card game has lots of always do this, never do this type things, the game's probably not very good. And this game has a lot of play to it on average. I'd be surprised if, like, things that simple are true. Interesting if they vulnerable this.
Stand and fight.
Banner will lead the way.
So when she copies, I don't choose new targets, right? Which is awkward. So I'm gonna get excited. Discard this. We'll double clap this. And then I can recall the 6/6. And then I can block this. Block this here. I take 9 and go to 2. And then next turn I'll get 2 lifelinkers. Now the Twitch redesign went live for a bunch of people today. Vernash has been slowly rolling out. I think it's live for everybody.
Well fought.
Recalling the 5/5 means their entire deck gets bigger again. So that seems like not a good play.
What is gained when you return malevolence?
Stand and defend.
Yeah, why doesn't the beam trample? Maybe I should have beamed one of these pre-combat.
Will no one listen? Poor man's gone.
Wow, that's good. We're dead, chat.
Only the finest serve.
Yeah, I agree with that, Steven. A lot of tier list discussion tends to become very reductionist very quickly. Thanks, Thantos. It's really weird, chat. My opponent interacted with me a bunch, and my deck that people were saying was too good in the late game kind of died. It's weird. Strange how that works. Okay. Okay.
begins.
I think we just hope this doesn't kill us here. We need to keep karma and hope that we can drag through. I lied, our deck's busted, we can't lose. Chad told me my deck was busted. Obviously, I can't lose. Do we just pull a sneaky at him? Never mind, deck's busted. Please ban it. Please ban it. Woo!
I don't miss.
Alright, so this is 8 and this is 4, right? This is 4-4. GG!
Firing. Like my name.
Alright, sometimes lucky. Alright, hashtag sometimes lucky. Easy like my name. You just Nexus to mid-range player. How is that Nexus? Like, alright, okay, here's a real question. If my combo that required 3 cards and 2 champions flipping and 10 mana isn't okay in this game, what kind of combo is okay in this game? Like it's like a bunch of cards, right? And like a bunch of conditions for those cards. So like if this kind of combo isn't okay in this game, what kind of combo do we think? Yeah, I honestly think like if people aren't okay with like this one, no competitive combo could be okay.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Eat the trash!
Not all mean well.
No! I feel like this is a good example of like, oh yeah, this is a, I don't care if they kill that with that actually. It kind of feels to me like I understand that there's people that don't enjoy playing with or against this style of deck, but I also think it's incredibly important for games like Runeterra in order to appeal to a large player base to offer a variety of play patterns. Yeah, like this feels like a super reasonable, this is my late game payoff. Yes, I believe this is a matchup where I think I'm dropping Ezreal next turn. Because a lot of their interaction is like deal 1s and he's a 1/3.
Thought you'd never ask.
the people that are new here, and I'm sure this is gonna chase some of the snowflakes in the audience off, but lazy comments like, when we're talking generically about something and we're trying to have an engaging discussion about it, things like, don't care, deck's still OP, just don't type that in my chat. It's just lazy. Like, stop it, get some help.
Lacking courage.
Ain't nobody got time for your low effort nonsense. That's a good thought, Steven. We gave up our Mystic Shot last turn because of our sequencing. Am I also shotting this one? I don't think so. Maybe I do. I get, like, yeah, I probably want to race them here, right? Endure Fling is also kind of a combo deck, combo finish, but Endure Fling is a bit easier to interact with on average.
My fists.
Because Endure Fling, you can interact with the creature. If that makes sense. I feel like this is a game where I'm pretty likely to win this without my combo. The games that I win, like the Deep's pretty scary and gets going before 10 mana a lot of the time. Probably lead on a deep meditation here and see what we pick up before we decide what we want to do with this. So this is targeting Ezri. So if I shoot this in response, it won't kill my thing. Which is pretty loose because this was heads up. This saves this from getting hit by it. I suppose, like, I can't Mystic that now, but, like, it's kind of whatever.
What is gained when you return malevolence?
Ezri's at 4 of 8 here. This is a really good Eye of the Dragon deck. Eye of the Dragon felt a little bit medium, so the other shells we tried it in, it's been real good.
Better things to do.
Hey, Worky, thanks for the sub gifty. I appreciate it. Alright, their fish are big. So I think my plan here is Static Shock, kill these two, and then Clap, finish this. And then they shouldn't have attacked with this because I have a free block here and this is going away.
Breathe in, breathe out.
I think we concussive palm this to start, right? I can't open attacks, so this will block my elusive. That also gives me another threat. It's gonna make a tail of the dragon.
I'm so good, I surprised myself.
All of their sea monsters cost 2 less from Lure of the Depths. It's a little scary. Is it crazy to just attack here? What if I just attack with everything other than Attune and Ezreal? What if I just do this? I like this, just push damage. Like if they go block, block, they take 3 down to 10. And then like these can buy me time next turn along with dealing damage. I think I'm gonna will this back to their hand here. Because, one, they're down to 6 cards in their deck and they're tossing a lot. Well, I guess that means they're gonna get to Nautilus here. I want to get the lifelink off the table. I also want to generate a... You think I should save the wills for the most? I kind of want to have a Dragon Link next turn, right? Or does that just not matter? Just not matter?
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
Yeah, the Deep's champions put cards back into their deck, so my opponent decking's not a line.
I will tend this garden.
Yeah, I can't rummage anymore. Yeah, I mean, we drew the Karma. The question is, like, are there enough cards in our deck that we can kill them? Because we can't play this burst spell. Because, it'll deck us. We only have 4 cards in our deck from this leveling up.
My feet on death.
Ready yourself. The dragon binds us.
Their deck size doesn't matter, chat.
We'll bring peace to Ionia. Whatever.
Nautilus puts cards back into their deck. They're not going to deck. When I'm summoned, toss 2 treasures into your deck. They have cards like this too.
Peace begins within.
Give them room to spread their leaves.
Ugh. I need spells, chat. I need spells.
Order rewards its faithful.
2 cards in deck, chat. This draws 2. We might do it. Yeah, we gotta go for it. Going for it's the only option. Gotta win this turn. I mean, yeah, we have lethal assuming they have nothing, chat. Assuming the person with 5 cards in hand has nothing, we have lethal.
Oh, take your time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do.
Yeah, Ezri is such a turd. Oh, I can target the face. Forgot this targets the Nexus. Yeah, okay.
I, need a map?
Use your head. Let your instincts speak.
I don't have enough mana to do that. Is this lethal? This is only 6, right?
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
No, these are slow. All right, I don't know how this works, but we're gonna find out because this is gonna kill all our stuff. They surrendered? Alright, I don't know how the game is actually supposed to work there, but my opponent conceded, so they seem like they're pretty sure they were dead. I don't know if we're supposed to win there, but you know, we take those. I don't know if we're supposed to win, but we take those. People in chat seem to be pretty sure it's supposed to be a draw. I don't know. Jury's out. We'll never know. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z, chat. The text a hoot. Alright, what are we playing against here? Lux Thresh. Okay, bit of a brew. We're gonna mulligan the Karma for now. I appreciate the fact that chat was having a discussion about my deck being busted and needing to be adjusted, and I was trying to defend it as well. Maybe it's not. And then my deck was just like, no, Jeff, trust me, I'm really busted.
Each hold a world within. It is time.
Yeah, so actually, something that's really important here, and this is different for the Magic players in the audience. That's real good. This is different for the Magic players in the audience. When a card like Ezreal here says, when you cast a spell, these cast triggers in this game depend on the spell you're casting resolving. So this trigger doesn't happen until after your spell resolves, as opposed to in Magic, where cast triggers happen when your things go onto the stack. And that's an important distinction if you're coming from Magic, understanding how the rules of this game work a little bit. Yeah, let's finish this lesson. How'd the opponent get a 5/5 on turn 3? They played Remembrance. Remember the Elk of November. Yeah, I think we were supposed to lose that last game and our opponent messed up. Is my understanding. I don't know though. Listen, we take the W's around here, okay? I'm just gonna pass because there's no way they don't make a play. We just attack again. Do we just clap this? Just the health potion in their deck doesn't seem particularly aggressive. That's fair. Maybe I'm supposed to block too, assuming they could have a combat trick here. Did they like pump the toughness here? I take a really big chunk of life. So yeah, I think chat's right that I'm supposed to block here as well. Oh! Well, ain't that a bag of dicks?
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it. Watch and learn. Oh, it's you. I mean, hey.
Sorry, do I know you?
Where there is light, there is hope.
I love that the cards that only have voice lines, but like they have voice lines that depend on each other, really makes the game feel alive. A lot more alive than other card games.
Take your time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do.
I also love that they have like personalities that like he jabs both of you when you're like when I'm roping he jabs me and when they're roping he jabs them. That's not my unsummon.
Cannot escape.
Yeah, this can hopefully help us find an answer here. What if I just chase her and stun these? Would I rather do that, or would I rather chump in progress, eh? think I just want to chump with the eye and then progress day to try and find my bounce to get this off the board. Yeah, keeping mana open for deny has some value too. Lot of permutations here. We can also see them just like attack with Lux as well, which kind of puts us in a medium spot. So maybe the stuns are good for that reason too.
The dragon binds us.
I'm a Magic player and so many decisions paralyze me, right? I'm not used to this level of player agency.
Cease.
I think we just pass here. I could Karma. I could do this, but I'm also like only losing 1 mana. I could jury rigging just to get a thing. So I'm gonna lose the mana anyways. Yeah, having a blocker here is probably fine, and it uses a mana I'm gonna lose. Yeah, saving them to combo does have value. That's true. Yeah, part of that's as the day goes on, though, too. Like, Mogwai signed off. So, like, when he signed off, we absorbed some of his viewers, I'm sure, too. I think we're actually, when I checked, we're at the top of the category for the game at the moment. With our 800 folks. Thanks, everybody, for being here today, by the way. We've hit deny with her a couple of times now, which is funny. I think we open on attacks, right?
I don't miss.
And then we can Mystic Shot plus Gotcha to kill their Lux. If you're a new viewer, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. Generally speaking, I stream a lot of Magic the Gathering, but I've been exploring a lot of Legends of Runeterra because Magic's been awful lately, so I'm playing a ton of this and enjoying it. If you're enjoying my content and it's your first time here and you want to check out more of my Runeterra stuff, basically everything I stream ends up on my website. You can find more of it there, as well as my YouTube channel. You are the weakest link. Denied.
No.
That's a good summary. Magic sucks right now. Wizards kind of sucks in general. Runeterra is really sweet, and Riot is eh. Yeah, that's big agrees. Big agrees. Howdy, astonishing. Yeah, the playlist scroll bar at the bottom was removed. If you click in the top right-hand corner, it offers you a pop-out list of all the videos for Nash. So it's still a playlist, it just looks different. YouTube decided to jerk me around, is basically the TLDR. Well, I've been playing Runeterra like a week and a half. I'm gonna go ahead and play this now because its cost is reduced. It also uses my mana that I'm gonna lose otherwise, so we can bank 3 spell mana here. I just want to deal with the creature that can't die. We can unsummon it. We have 4 copies of Will of Iona in our deck. We can bounce it with that if we can find one. Hey, Spirit Refuge is great. Three, yeah, sorry, whatever number of things we're allowed to have. I have 12 total mana here, so I can actually Progress Day plus play a 4-mana thing, which is great. Yeah, Obliterate gets rid of it too. How close is Ezreal to leveling? Only 4 of 8. Still a little bit of ways off. Karma's gonna pop off soon, though.
Oh, take your time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do.
Yeah, if I wait a turn on Progress Day, I can draw 6. But my hand will actually be over full for that, and I have Rummage left over, so I think I do this now instead of saving it, because this will turn 3 cards into 4. And I have these other Karmas as well, which will generate cards. If we get to next turn, we just win. Is that true? Don't I need to level this up? And he's still pretty far away from leveling, so... feel like just win next turn is not accurate. If they attack again before doing anything, I'm just going to take 5 and go to 10. Now I think I just do this.
Only I can quell the wind.
And I have... so Lux has cast 3 mana worth of spells. If they level her and get a final spark, I have a Spirit Refuge to protect Ezreal. That doesn't work, right? Because drawing 2 is dependent on killing the ally. No, I'm pretty sure it just does nothing. It does work. Okay, that's weird to me. Intuitively, it doesn't make sense to me that they draw cards there when you can kill their target in response and deny them the card draw. Because, like, the fact that you can remove the target in response, to me, would imply that this only draws cards if it kills the thing. Kill just means attempt to kill. That doesn't feel intuitive to me. Feel free to disagree.
Demacian steel. Try Demacian pushing my limits.
So they have a final spark here, but I have a Spirit Refuge. Yeah, I feel like they could stand to clarify that. I think I protect Karma here.
A beacon through the dark.
Heart and mind as one.
I mean, they're ephemeral. What does putting a bunch of karmas onto the board do for me this turn? Do I open attacks here and try and get my Mystic Shot? I think I open attacks and try and get a Mystic Shot.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
Okay, well, I have denies in my deck, right? So I should dig for a deny? Or do I kill them? No, I can't kill them because that's not burst. Yeah, I fish for a deny here. I could spin Karma. Yeah, let's start by doing that.
Knowledge springs from many sources.
Yeah, I'm gonna overdraw.
Skill and grace to tear your breath away.
No! Damn it! I roped out. Fuck! So, the line there was retreat the easy, Mystic shot them twice, but I wanted the easy to flip beforehand. I don't know that we're guaranteed dead, but that's just frustrating.
We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
Yeah, I think we're still ahead, but we should be more ahead. Roping while you're actively doing things is the most frustrating part of digital card games. Well, this card game definitely ropes you more aggressively than other card games. And for the record, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think games like Magic Arena and others give you way too much time on the clock. And like that was a complicated turn and I had a lot of permutations, so like it does sting and is frustrating, but I think overall having an aggressive rope is a net positive. What's up, bud? You wanna help me? You're a good helper. Everybody needs help sometimes. Yep. Alright, what if I do Jury Rig twice here, and then we double beam this one? He is, he's a little purple guy. Isn't he cute? He's just my friend. He doesn't change colors. No, he's just purple. He's got butterfly friend.
Never.
What? What do you mean? I don't know what card you're talking about, buddy. Like a drill? Oh, the drill one. Yeah, I remember that one. That's the one that, what's his name makes? A really annoying champion. I don't think I want to block with this and expose it to 3 damage things, so I think we go trade, bounce, dinger. Yep, Hyman dinger. Use the drill one? Okay. We get a drill one, we'll use it.
What is gained when you return malevolence?
There are 17 cards left in my deck. Let's start with Shadow Assassin, see what we pick up. Is that a good one, chat? Is that a good one?
Yeah.
What do you think?
He's so big.
He's pretty cool, huh? Hey, he kind of looks like you. He's got a mop on his head. Mop on his head. Look at that. He's got lightning, too.
Ooh, you're my brother.
Your brother makes lightning? I didn't know Declan makes lightning. That's news to me.
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't know either. Kill an ally to draw 2. Deal. Yeah, they should be dead here, right? We play this and flip it, and then we have burst spells.
Check me out.
Leveling up and getting strong.
Display of skill.
Whoa, that's really cool.
Yeah, that'd be.
Warping whale. Okay, let's find another burst spell, huh?
Yeah, that'd be
Alright, didn't find a burst spell, but we found some of those.
yeah, that'd
It means they're gonna get him. We're gonna take the mystic shots and shoot him.
be. One more.
Yep, we got 2 of them. Me. We won! We blew up!
As it was meant
Yep.
to be.
That's you.
You have 3 of them next time? This deck's like super sweet. Has a ton of lines. Like that last game too really did a good job of highlighting like I had a super inoptimal turn because I timed out and we lost our board instead of saving our Ezreal, and then like we just like powered through it anyways.
Well, odd.
We were more powerful? I think so.
Jack.
Your father's deck does not contain any bad cards, Jacob. They're all good.
Yeah.
They're all good. What's my favorite archetype / champs? If you want to see the current Runeterra deck, you can type RT decks in chat. There's a link to it on link to my Mobalytics page. I don't really have any feedback here on things I would change here. Everything felt pretty reasonable. More established decks like this, I try not to really make recommendations after only playing them for an hour and a half. You know, it's really tough to get a super strong feel on something that's not a brew if things people have been working on. You know, like, for example, when we started, I was like, oh, Rummage seems weird in here. And then when you actually, like, see how the games play out and the things, what you see how important this effect was. Jury Rig was also, like, really impressive at certain points, too. The fact that this basically makes flash blockers was really impressive. I think this is easily... Oh, you like that? You see the picture? Some remote control, it looks like. It makes this guy. Makes a scuttler.
I made.
I think it controls this guy. Look at him. He's like a little crab. He goes peach, 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 peach.
Card.
Maybe. Yeah, I think this is definitely the best control deck that I've played so far in this game. I know Heimer VI control is considered probably the best, and I'm sure it is, but like having the combo finish in the top end of our control deck felt a lot more impressive, and I really liked that Ezreal plus the Mystic shots let us play kind of a tempo game plan in the early turns along with Eye of the Dragon. I think this card's really sweet, and being able to enable it easily with things like Ezreal felt super stellar. What kind of dragon? Oh, you want to see the dragon? She makes these dragons. They're dragonlings. Yeah, they're little spirit dragons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But how we buy more bills?
We need lots of spirit dragons. I think you want 3 will and 1 deny over 2 and 2. Okay. Oh, are we really only on 2 will?
How to buy more?
I don't know that I want to cut. I don't know that I want to cut a deny. I kind of like having 2 denies in it, but yeah, I could see playing less wills. Maybe the concussive palm here could turn into a Will of Iona. I kind of like these, but like I think turning a different 4 into a into another will seems fine. I thought we were on 3 of these, and turns out we're not. Yeah, I think I would keep the 2 denies and like turn. Probably do that. I think that is what I would do. Use 1 rummage? No way. No, I'd play 2. There's no way I'd cut a rummage after those games. Card was super great. They like the Spirit Dragon? Alright, I think I'm going to be done for the day, folks. I appreciate everybody that hung out through the end. Remember, if you're a new viewer, thanks for dropping in. I'm going to be doing more Runeterra tomorrow, assuming my wife doesn't give birth before then. You can find lots of other Runeterra content up here on my website. Basically, everything I stream gets cut up deck by deck. I play each deck for somewhere between 60 minutes and 2 hours. And if you click the playlist button over here on the side, you can see them all cut up here with the different decks that we've been playing each and every single day. I tried the URL earlier, Bob, and it didn't seem to load for me. Will you tweet when the baby comes? Yeah, definitely. There'll be a tweet when the baby comes, and then we'll post pictures after she's born and stuff, and all taken care of and healthy and all that jazz. So, you say bye to everybody?
Bye.
Thanks for watching, folks. Catch you later.